Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is the day that we probably cover one of the most exciting superhero films that we've gotten in a long time. Spider-Man No Way Home, the review. Let's get into it.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
The TLDR. Does Spider-Man No Way From Home live up to the hype? Absolutely. This film was Tom Holland's best performance as Spider-Man, as well as the best Tom Holland Spider-Man film we've gotten to date. The other two films I thought were pretty good in a sense, but they were just lacking some things that made me feel Spider-Man was Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the two, but this third one just kind of gave me vibes of the original, the OG Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and it just had the element that I felt was missing from the other two. His performance was top notch. I can't say enough about how he's grown as an actor and how he's grown into this role as Spider-Man. Um, there's a link in the description where I ranked all three Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. And there are some things in there that I pointed out that kind of just threw me off about his portrayal of Spider-Man. But most of those cons I had, they definitely were rectified in this last film, No Way Home. And if you're interested, the link is in the description. Go check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Now let's get deeper into the review and talk about just the heart of the film, where the emotions and things hit. This film had everything that I wanted from the other two. The decisions that Peter made had real consequences. This added a sense of gravity to the film that we didn't really get in the previous two. Every situation Peter found himself in had consequences based off of his decision. And just looking at it, when you take a step back, Spider-Man is definitely the everyman's hero. He's one of the most relatable heroes we have. Anyone basically could step into his shoes and do what he does in this universe that is the MCU. This is probably why, outside of Batman, he's probably one of the most notable superheroes we've gotten today. Like around the world, everybody knows who Spider-Man is. Just moving forward, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this. And let's talk about the villains. My God, I don't even know where to start. But as you've seen from the trailer, the villains that we've got, got pulled back into the MCU, and holy shit, their performances were amazing. Nobody phoned in their performances. Everybody came into this film and absolutely brought their A game. And you got Afro Molina coming back as Doc Ock. You got Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro. Thomas Hayden Church coming back as Sandman. Race Ifans as Doc Connors, and Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. That man absolutely just crushed his role again. Um, with so many villains on screen, it's inevitable that some of the character development was going to get cut short, and some of the characters will be kind of pushed to the sideline, getting their shine in the third act of the film. With that said, Willem Dafoe's character, his portrayal as the Green Goblin, was the standout. He absolutely stole the show in every scene that he was in. Absolutely brilliant performance, just pure excellence. Now, all the performances were great, especially with the lack of character development that they had. They did what they had to do with what they got, and they really shined also in the third act. Um, the two characters that I feel got sidelined the most pretty much were the Sandman and Doc Connors, which it is what it is. Like I said, you can't have this amount of villains in one film, and the portrayal and the performances were so up there. It's hard to fit all that into a single film, but they did what they had to do, and they did the best they could, and they pulled it off, for the most part. And there's some things about Spider-Man that I kind of thought was like, man, maybe this could have been done differently, but we'll save that for a spoiler review sometime down the line. Let's talk about the experience that we got from Mary Jane and Peter's relationship. It started to feel more like a real relationship instead of some awkward teenage courting phase where the boy picks on the girl because he likes her. It just was something about the other two films that just didn't give me that sense that this was becoming something greater than what it was. The emotion definitely showed in her performances towards the end of the film, and you really understood her feelings for Peter that just were not on display in the first two. Writing choices, it is what it is, but I definitely got the feel that their relationship has grown, and it actually grew on me. Like I said, there were real emotion, and I really dug it. It was very well acted, very well scripted, very well paced. I mean, the CGI was actually really well done as well. Like some movies overly use CGI, and I felt like this Spider-Man film used it when it needed to use it and didn't overuse it. And oh man, the spoiler review for this is going to be amazing. There's just so many things that I want to talk about that I can't talk in a spoiler-free review, but we'll get to that at another time. No Way From Home truly felt like a solo Spider Man film, not just a Spider Man filmed in the MCU. The future definitely looks promising for whatever direction they decide to go with the franchise, and I will definitely be here along for the ride. Long story short, go see the film. It was truly amazing. Money well spent. At the time of recording this review, the box office is sitting around $585 million. Shit. So much for the pandemic holding this one back. This was a film for the fans, and I highly recommend it. Well, that's it for the review, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw on this channel, you can support by like, commenting, and subscribing. If you do really love what you see here, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything that I put out in the future. And that's it. Thanks. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.